Vercel and Next.js is great, but it can get expensive really fast. So in this video, I will show you the stack I use to ship complete full stack applications with a monthly bill of $0 without sacrificing my developer experience. We are going to deploy a TanStack Start application on Cloudflare with basically the same DX as Vercel. Let's begin with Cloudflare Workers. To understand what makes them special, let's first look at the traditional architecture. When you deploy a classic server, you usually have a physical machine running a virtual machine with an operating system, a runtime like Node.js, and finally your application on top of it. And that's exactly where cold start comes from. The time it takes for this entire stack to boot up for each request. With Cloudflare Workers, you still have the physical machine, the operating system, and the V8 engine. V8 is the JavaScript engine developed by Google. It's the same engine that powers Chrome and Node.js. The difference is this runtime is already running all the time. Other isolates are already executing on that same machine, each inside its own sandbox. So when your request arrives, Cloudflare doesn't need to start a VM or boot a runtime from scratch. It simply loads your code into an isolate inside an environment that's already active, which practically reduces cold starts. In short, on the left side, a traditional serverless equals one application per environment. On the right side, serverless can run thousands of executions inside the same environment. There is, however, one important thing to understand. With a traditional architecture, you have access to the full machine, which means you can install all Node.js APIs without any issue. With Workers, you are limited to the V8 sandbox. Cloudflare supports a large part of Node.js APIs, but not all of them. So if your application depends on APIs that are not supported yet, you should reconsider your choice and maybe deploy to a VPS instead. But if your application works fine with those constraints, then Cloudflare is a great choice. Now that we understand how Cloudflare Workers work, let's talk about the framework we are going to deploy on top of it. Start is a full-stack React framework built on top of two main pieces, TanStack Router for routing and Vite as a build tool. So why are we using Start over Next.js? Here is a comparison that explains the differences between the two full-stack frameworks. Now that we have covered the two main building blocks of the stack, let's create our application. For that, we will run these following commands. For this application, I'm going to choose React as the base framework. Then I'm going to pass a name. After that, I'm going to choose ESLint. For the deployment adapter, we are going to choose Cloudflare. And now I'm going to select yes to create this project. Once the project is created, we will add two environment variables to demonstrate something really important. One client-side variable accessible to import.meta.env and one server-side environment variable accessible to process.env. To read the server-side variable, we will create a server function and a loader that returns the value directly inside the page. Now we can initialize our GitHub repository and push the project. For that, I'm going to create a new repository on GitHub. Then I will use these commands to push the project. Now, if we go back on GitHub and refresh the page, we can see that our project is successfully pushed. To deploy on Cloudflare, you will need an account. Then head over Workers and Pages and click Create Application. Then connect your GitHub account and select the repository. Finally, Cloudflare will automatically detect your package manager. You can also add built-in environment variables and other deployment settings before launching the deployment. Here are the deployment logs if you need to copy them later. Inside the dashboards, you have a metric page for analytic, observability for logs, and settings if you want to configure a custom domain, environment variables, and other options. Before we try our site, let's add our environment variables. Then we will open the deployed app. And here we notice something interesting. The Vite client environment variable is not accessible, while the server-side variable works perfectly. This is actually the most important point in this video. If we deploy the exact same project on Vercel and add the environment variables, everything works immediately without any extra configuration. That's because Vercel uses the same environment variables for both build time and runtime. Cloudflare works differently. You need to separate build time variables from runtime variables. The client-side code is generated during the build step, so variables prefixed with Vite must be added inside the build configuration. Server-side variables, on the other hand, are used at runtime and should stay in the runtime section. So now we are going to fix that by removing these environment variables here and then add it inside the build time section. Now we are going to redeploy this project. And if we try to visit our application and refresh the page, we can see that the client-side environment variable is accessible now. And that's it. Your application is now running on Cloudflare Workers with CI/CD included and a monthly cost of $0.